a strange small object that we just flew by, a small silver canister. Do you know what that could be?
49er Kilo, we've had no reports in that area. What altitude and direction is it heading?
It appears to be standing still. I'm at 3,500 feet. It was right off our wingtip. Small silver canister.
Roger, thanks. Do you think it's a drone or is it like a balloon type?
I saw nothing attached to it. It was sort of hovering there. It was astonishing. I don't know what it was.
Creepy.
I want to believe.
Chronos 402, contact approach on 125.75.
25.75, Chronos 402. Good luck with the aliens.
So I haven't made this video since the spring. We got 10 inches of snow and 3 inches of ice, and the pool turned green. But now I'm going to put some metal reducer in the pool and see if that helps. Two minutes after I put the metal reducer in the pool. Here's what 5 minutes looks like. After 10 minutes, it looks like this. Why are they spraying metal in the air? What benefit other than geoengineering the weather is there to the people of America?
There's another good synchronicity that somebody told me about, which kind of blew my mind, was this record that was released in July 2001 by a group called, you're not going to believe this, I Am the World Trade Center. There's a group called I Am the World Trade Center, and on an album which was called Out of the Loop, you can see, you go down the track list on Discogs, if you look at the 11th track on the CD, it's called September. Right there you've got the name of the place and you've got the date, all encoded on the album, which was released in July 2001.
I got a crazy conspiracy for you, TikTok, but keep in mind this is just for entertainment purposes. I don't know what the f I'm talking about. So, I'm pretty sure that there is a portal of hell behind the H in the Hollywood sign. So I'm going down the Epstein Files rabbit hole, and I keep coming back to the satanic pool. And then I remembered that Dr. Evil's lair was behind the Hollywood sign. And then it clicked to me that in Percy Jackson, that little portal to hell was behind the H in the Hollywood sign. And then I remembered Wizards of Waverly Place. And in the episode called Dancing with the Angels, funny enough, the portal to this little hell world was behind the H in the Hollywood sign. And what's crazy is that in each one of these movies and TV shows, behind the Hollywood sign is somebody evil. Like this guy right here hijacked the moral compass so that he could influence everybody in the world to make bad decisions. Now ain't that just like Hollywood? Don't they sit there and brainwash us through the movies, music, and TV shows to get us to do whatever they want us to? And then in Percy Jackson, they literally went to hell. They literally went to Hades through the portal in the Hollywood sign. And then what's really crazy is when you factor in that some 200 angels were cast out of heaven, and that Los Angeles means the city of angels.
If you had a neighborhood where you had call it unlimited resources, so every house had security guards, and then if that neighborhood had an HOA with, call it private security, and those private security were also sort of around and knew everything, like what world is...
Can I just ask you a question about that neighborhood specifically? Do you ever stop and consider that that neighborhood might suck? You probably saw this ad during the Super Bowl a couple weekends ago.
One post of a dog's photo in the Ring app starts outdoor cameras looking for a match. Search party from Ring uses AI to help families find lost dogs.
Since it aired for a massive audience at the Super Bowl, Ring's search party commercial has become a lightning rod for controversy. I mean, you know it's bad when Matt Nelson, who runs We Rate Dogs, is posting things like this.
Neither Ring's products nor business model are built around finding lost pets, but rather creating a lucrative mass surveillance network by turning private homes into surveillance outposts, and well-meaning neighbors into informants for ICE and other government agencies.
As it happens, Ring's founder, Jamie Siminoff, was just on Decoder a few months ago, talking about how and why he founded the company, and in detail about why he sees Ring's mission as eliminating crime, not selling cameras or doorbells or floodlights or anything else Ring makes, but getting rid of crime.
I've never seen that before. being observed by who? By who?
Gilan? Do I know you? You know Gilan?
No, sorry.
No? I used to order hella pizza off of her.
Oh, really?
She always delivered, yeah.
Oh, sounds nice.
What's that? What the absolute am I looking at right now? What the holy?
Are you okay?
No, dude. What is that, chat?
Let me go to your stream.
What the? Oh my god, I think it's the end. I think it's the end. I've never seen that in my life. Oh my god. What, bro, what the is that?
Oh my gosh.
What? I don't know. They're too far apart to be planes. Oh my god. Dude, chat, I think those are aliens. Why are they like that? Like, they would never, no plane would be...
Have you heard of the headless men known as blemiers? These creatures were first mentioned by Herodotus in the book Histories written in 430 BC. Most of ancient history taught in Western academia is based on this literature. In this book, Herodotus speaks of a land in the western region of Libya. This land was inhabited by huge snakes, dog-headed men, wild men, and then men with their eyes and their mouth in their breast. The blemiers are also mentioned in the Indian epic Ramayana. The demon Kamada is depicted as one of these creatures. The Chinese god Qing Shen is described as having no head with his nipples as eyes and his belly button as a mouth. There are even paintings of Alexander the Great encountering these creatures with his army. In one of the stories, he captures 30 of them to show to the rest of the world. These creatures have been mentioned in Africa, Asia, and even South America and are all described exactly the same. These creatures are either metaphorical or actually existed. If they did exist, they were most likely the result of genetic deformity. The third explanation is that they were an ancient genetic experiment. God sent the flood to wipe out giants as well as strange flesh. Maybe these creatures are what strange flesh refers to. Just imagine stumbling on one of these creatures.
2 alien skeletal remains have allegedly been recovered under a church in Mexico, right? 2 bodies right here that you're seeing right now. Absolutely incredible. This was on News Nation with Chad Rubichel, who is a United States Marine Corps veteran, and with the TAD Recovery CEO, T.W. Mock, talking about the process, what happened, how they recovered these things, and what they found. The 2 skeletal bodies, and allegedly a carving as well, depicting these 2 beings with spears, the ones that are referenced, and these are dating back to around the 1600s. Now, there is talks that they are alluding to that a lot of these churches are also spiritual sites, things of that nature, have been built on top of crash sites or things related to the UFO extraterrestrial phenomena, right? Now, allegedly, 13 operatives reportedly died while attempting a recovery prior to the 2 guys finally recovering these remains that we're seeing here. Check this out. It is incredible.
Okay, so we've got an image that we've put up here of what appear to be 2 skeletal remains. They're clearly not human. If we believe what you've been told about these remains, they date right back to the 1600s.
Correct.
Talk me through what we're looking at here. They appear to be non-human. Talk me through what you're looking at.
I'll move back to the original carving stone. That was one of the first objects that was identified. And that particular stone had a reference of 2 skeletal-looking beings, and one was stabbing the other on this stone. And then that stone was actually date-stamped back in the 1632-34 range. Then that leads me to the skeletal remains that were found secondarily. And then you put that, and I go back to this because it was carved in stone. It resembles the artifacts that I found as skeletal remains, and then subsequently, anyway, I was trying to process all of the information as it came together, and subsequently that led me to a place of saying, well, this isn't us, this isn't human.
If you enjoyed today's video on Anonymous Official, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching and sticking with us.